This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7 through verse 8, and start at verse 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. Verse 8 in the book of Mark, and it reads, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in divers places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows. Luke 21 and 9, and it reads through the scriptures, But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not yet. Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Karkadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, preaching this word truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. Say shalom to you Akim out there. And this is a sit-down lesson for In the News on this Tuesday night, late Tuesday night at 11:10 p.m. 11:10 p.m. December 6th on this Tuesday night. And this is a news articles that I'm about to bring out, along with the scriptures that I just brought out as well too. And this is a first news article. It's from the Independent, published by Alyssa Ramona Sarakar, if I pronounced the name right. Posted about 14 hours ago from MSN.com. And the highlight of this news article that reads for In the News, December 6, 2022. For the independentnews.com. Canada to send more warships to Taiwan Strait as China claims sovereignty rights. Slovakia. Right, Canada will deploy more warships. I guess I can't continue to finish read this news article because I got to download the app. But that's the first article, and this is a second news article for In the News that I'm about to bring out as well too. Slovakia. Let's see if I can bring it up. Oh, this is another one right here. This is from the AFP News. This was about 6 hours ago. And the highlight of this news article, and it reads, United States, Australia invites Japan to step up troop rotation. The United States and Australia said Tuesday that they will welcome Japanese troops in a three-way rotation, vowing a united front in the face of China's rapid military advances. Expand the article. And this right here says Australia Deputy Prime Minister and Defense Minister Richard Marles on the left, and Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong, U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, and Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin arrived for a press conference in Washington. Australia Defense and Foreign Minister said that they agreed to step up the pace of military interactions with the United States during their talks with their counterparts in Washington, after which they fly to Tokyo. It's real important that we are doing this from the point of view of providing balance with our regions, involving other countries with our regional, and we look forward to begin able to have more engagement with Japan, Australian Defense Minister Richard Mall told a four-way news conference. We can go to Japan at the end. We can go to Japan at the end of this week with the invitation for Japan to be participating in more exercises with Australia and the United States, says Miles in the first such talks as Australia's Labor government took office. And 6 months ago, the U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said in the Allies would seek Japanese participation in the joint operations in Australia, where the United States have been rotating Marines since 2011 through Darwin, the strategic northern city, scrubbed by Imperial Japan in World War II.
Score low prices and great deals at Target. This week, save on the gifts they'll love at prices you'll love. Deals so good, you can holiday your way. Only at Target.
It says Austin said the United States and Australia agrees to increase rotations of bomber task force fighter jets and the United States Army and Navy. We agreed to enhance trilateral defense cooperation and to invite Japan and to integrate into our forces posture entities in Australia, Austin said. It says Japan, a treaty bond ally of the United States, has in recent years sought growing diplomatic cooperations with Australia, but defense ties has been more sensitive due to the Tokyo's official pacificism since the defeat of World War II. But Japan has participated in exercises, including a three-way drills made off Australia's northeast coast that includes infantry, live fire, and and tank integrations warning on China. The three-country has increasingly seen common causes due to the growing assertiveness of China under pressure. President Xi Jinping, China's dangerous and corrosive action throughout the Indo-Pacific, including around Taiwan, towards the Pacific Islands countries and in the East and South China Sea, threatening the region peace and stability, Austin said. It says, with an eye on China, Australia's last year three-way security pact with the United States and Britain to acquire nuclear-powered submarines, angering France, who sales of conventional submarines were scrapped. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken told the Australian that the United States was committed to delivering on that promise at the earliest possible time. The defense ties come to dispute a relative easing tensions between the United States and China, and Blinken set in early next year to pay the first visit by the top U.S. diplomat to Beijing more than 4 years. His trip comes after President Joe Biden met with Xi in Bali in November, and the two pledged to talks through key differences. Keys amongst is Taiwan and self-ruling democracy claimed by China, which responded a furious in August when House Nancy Pelosi's visit. Early Tuesday, a bipartisan group of Australian lawmakers visited the island despite warnings from Beijing. It says Australian Foreign Minister Penny Wong said in Washington that there will be no unilateral change to the status quo of Taiwan, that is Campbell value our long-standing unofficial relationship with Taiwan. And it says United States, Japan, and Australia have also worked together in recent years through the so-called Quad with India, which have been most hesitant than the other three about appearing to form an alliance aiming at China. Yep, so that's the wars and rumors of wars increasing right there. And this is another news article right here is a third one, second or third one, I believe. And this one right here, another in the news article of December the 6th, 2022. And this is from the Associated Press. This is about 1 hour published from the Associated Press, and it reads, United States approve 425 million in arms sales to Taiwan. The Biden administration on Tuesday signed off on a 2-year significant arms sales to Taiwan and approvals that are assured to rankle China. And it says the State Department said that it has okayed sales for more than 425 million of spare aircraft parts to support Taiwan's fleet of F-16 fighters and C-130 transport planes and other U.S. supplied weapon systems. The package includes 330 million in standard replacement parts and 98 million in non-standard equipment, along with the relatively accessories and logistics. The sales were announced just weeks after President Joe Biden met his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping for talks in Indonesia, which was China's increasingly aggression behavior towards Taiwan was a major issue. China regards Taiwan as a renegade province and vows to reunify the island with the mainland by force if necessary. It has roundly condemned previous U.S. arms sales to Taiwan as violation of Washington a one China policy and is expected to react to similar to Tuesday's announcement. But successfully, the U.S. administration of both parties has side ties with Taiwan, where government by the Taiwan Relations Act that also the sales of military equipment to the island for its defense against potential threats from China. This proposed sale serves as U.S. national economics and security interests by supporting the receptionist counting efforts to maintain a credible defense capability. It says the State Department says of the latest approvals. The proposed sale will help improve the security of the recipient and assist in maintaining political stability, military balance, and economic progress in the region. It said, adding that it would also contribute to the sustainment of the recipient's aerial fleet, enhancing its ability to meet current and future threats while providing defense and transport capabilities critical to regional security. Oh, that's something else, Salakia. So yeah, as we see these wars and rumors of wars heating up, so are you still gonna, even though Joe Biden and President Xi Jinping, they had their little meeting with each other, I say about a couple of weeks ago, close to it like a month ago. And then Joe Biden had a meeting over there in Bali, Indonesia, which that was a couple of weeks ago as well too. So you still gonna have United States as being firm allies with Taiwan. And then Taiwan is still going to be a self-governed sovereignty island, even though they're still part under that one China policy, because China still look at Taiwan as part of the mainland, But even though they separated from them, they got their own island, they self-governor, self-sovereignty island, Because you're still gonna have tensions between Taiwan and the United States, and China and Taiwan as well too. Because you're gonna have the United States continue to back up Taiwan. That's why you got this arms sales approval from the United States in military sales, which is 425 million. They're gonna continue to partner and protect Taiwan, against China, because you're going to still have tensions between Taiwan and China, and versus the United States as well too. United States versus China, because the United States is going to continue unconditionally protect Taiwan, if it's for sure, for allied partner security ties, military cooperation with both, importing, exporting partnership, if it's for military use or economic use, to help Taiwan out, to protect them from China, because, potentially of invasion, because there's been a lot of increasing speculation of China potentially invading Taiwan. That's going to increase more and more and more, because, that's been kind of quiet kept for the past couple of weeks, But those tensions garter stirred right back up as well too. As I was reading further on down the news article, China is going to take, I don't know if they're going to take action or economic action against the United States for aiding the approval sales to Taiwan, which is another amount of 425 million. Just like, I believe like a month or two ago, United States approved the Patriot ships to Taiwan to help to protect them unconditionally against Taiwan of a potential invasion. So, hey, these wars and rumors of wars are heating up, Like the scripture says, nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom. And that's what we're seeing. You see what's going on with the Russia-Ukraine situation. I believe Ukraine did a huge barrage of missiles on Russia, and then Russia with their new campaign of new military missiles launched towards Ukraine in that region as well too. So these two nations are going back and forth at one another. That's an increase of these wars and rumors of wars, and that's what we're seeing, and it's gonna continue to increase. And I'm gonna bring those scriptures out again for edification. This sit down lesson. Matthew 24:6, and it reads, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Right. The reason why the end is not yet, because it's more prophecies is going to take place, and it's going to be a continual increase of proxy wars, commotions of wars, wars and rumors of wars between the different nations and different kingdoms. Nations are allies against other nations. These other nations clucking up with one another for economic basis, for military aid assistance, or doing military joint exercise drills, simulation type attack drills against their adversaries. A tag team of nations going against other tag teams of nations. A triple tag team of nations going against other triple tag team of nations. So this is what we're seeing, that military build up of getting close to that WW3. which is recorded in Revelations 11 14. A increased preparation to that. We're seeing it increasingly slowly but surely. And it's a similar precept I'm about to bring out as well too. Mark, this is the book of Mark 13 and 7 through verse 8. And I'm gonna start at verse 7 once again for edification's sake of the sit down lesson. For in the news of December 6, 2022, this is the book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 7. And it reads, it says, and when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, be ye not troubled, for such things must need be, but the end shall not be yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. These are the beginning of sorrows, right? Because we are in the beginning stages or process of what's about to come, of these upcoming increasing wars and rumors of wars, commotions of wars, and many other things that's taking place on this planet Earth. We see the famines, we see the pestilence, we see the earthquakes in diverse places, we see the uproars in the people in the world. We see the rise and increases of these wars and rumors of wars. The nations against nations and kingdom against kingdoms as well too. These things are going to continue to build up and increase. So with that, I hope this sit down lesson was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua on this December 6, 2022 for In the News. On this Tuesday afternoon, 11:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on this Tuesday night. And I would like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Makar Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching the word truthfully and sincerely. And until next time, I will say shalom and a ball.